me to be what you want, so you can mind, so you can mind.
Around 1 in every 10 Americans say that they believe that the Earth is flat, or that they at least have their doubts that it's round. I'm going to test that. I'm going to test if the Earth is flat or not. And to do that, I actually need to go somewhere where it's super flat. So that's why I'm going to Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada, and I'm going to measure and calculate the size of the Earth using just my bicycle and 2 sticks. This is not a joke. This is Highway 33, and since it's very flat here and there are no mountains to go around or hills to go over, this is one of the longest straight roads in the whole world. And that's why I'm here. Let's pretend that this orange is the Earth. Now, this is the Earth, and these 2 sticks are going to be the 2 sundials we're working with. So I'm going to put them in. Don't try this at home, please. Okay. Since the orange is round, anytime we line up the shadows like this, they will never be the same length. If the shadow on the right is short, we can expect the one on the left to be longer. If they were the same length, then the orange would have to be flat. Now we can also measure the length of the 2 shadows at the same time and measure the distance between them and figure out the circumference. Since the sun is really far away, we can treat its light as coming in straight lines. And therefore, we can figure out what angle it's hitting both of the sticks at. So this is it, okay. Okay, we'll take the measurements in 3, 2, 1, now. I've got Okay, I just measured my shadow, and mine was 66.1 centimeters. And then I called Casey, and his was 70.0 centimeters, which means that our shadows are 3.9 centimeters different. Mine is 3.9 centimeters smaller than his is in Regina, which means that the Earth is a sphere, and it means that I can calculate the size of the Earth.
One of the most common alleged proofs quoted for the spherical Earth theory is the Eratosthenes sticks and shadows experiment. Many people may remember NASA spokesman Carl Sagan presenting this experiment by using a map of Egypt with 2 obelisks attached and showing their resulting shadows. The story goes that around 250 BC, a Greek mathematician and philosopher named Eratosthenes noted that at noon, during the summer solstice in Siena, the sun cast no shadow, and the rays could reach straight to the bottom of his well. Yet, meanwhile, in Alexandria, a vertically standing metal rod cast a significant shadow. Eratosthenes, Carl Sagan, and other globe proponents reasoned that this result is impossible on a flat Earth. To quote Carl Sagan, "If at a certain moment each stick casts no shadow at all, that is perfectly easy to understand, provided the Earth is flat. If the shadow at Siena is a certain length, and the shadow at Alexandria is the same length, that also makes sense on a flat Earth. But how could it be, Eratosthenes asked, that at the same instant there was no shadow at Siena and a very substantial shadow at Alexandria? The only answer, he claimed, was that the surface of the Earth is curved. After reaching this conclusion, Eratosthenes then famously factored the length of the 2 shadows with his assumed distance to the sun and recorded a measurement of the globe Earth's circumference close to what heliocentrist astronomers still use today. The fact of the matter is, however, that Eratosthenes, Sagan, and others are simply incorrect in their assumption that this would only be possible on a curved Earth. In reality, the exact same results occur on a flat Earth with a local sun. Eratosthenes' calculations were made assuming the sun to be millions of miles away so that its rays would fall perfectly parallel even in points as divergent as Syene and Alexandria. Anyone familiar with the phenomenon known as crepuscular rays, however, knows full well that the sun's rays simply do not fall perfectly parallel, especially at such distant points, rendering the entire argument moot. Furthermore, using sextants and plane trigonometry, by measuring the sun's angle at 2 points on Earth simultaneously and factoring their distance from each other, the Pythagorean theorem reveals that the sun is not millions of miles away, but instead less than a few thousand. High-altitude balloon footage has also filmed lighting hotspots on clouds, further proving the sun to be local and acting as a spotlight.
I come here to be what you want, so you can mind, so you can mind, and I